Welcome to the McCat Multimedia Series, a McCat analysis of John Rawls's A Theory of Justice. How can a society ensure that it offers justice to its citizens? John Rawls, a 20th century political scientist and philosopher, wrote A Theory of Justice in 1971 to answer this question. He produced a theory known as justice as fairness that set out two main principles of justice. 1. The liberty principle, based on the idea that everyone has a claim to basic liberties and rights. And 2. The equality principle, based on ideas of distributive justice, how resources and privileges are distributed in society. A central component of these principles was Rawls's original position, a thought experiment in which the principles of justice are decided from behind a veil of ignorance. This veil conceals factors that set society apart, things like social status, wealth, and talent, so that decisions can be made without bias or predisposed advantage. By using the original position to make decisions, Rawls believed that a consensual social contract would be produced, based on principles of liberty, equality, and justice. This, in turn, would provide the primary social goods of basic rights and economic and social advantage. Rawls argued that this social contract would work to provide the most advantage to the weakest parties being governed, by encouraging decision-makers to take a risk-averse approach to governing. So, how might Rawls's original position play out on a smaller scale? Imagine that a hospital burns down and a large group of unconscious patients are evacuated to a nearby hotel. Hospital managers must arrange substitute facilities to ensure their patients receive proper care, but patient records have all been destroyed in the fire. There is no information regarding who the patients are, how much wealth they have, or how critically ill they are. Therefore, hospital staff must prepare for the worst. They operate from an original position under a veil of ignorance and must guess at the needs of their patients when designing a new space to care for them. The hospital works to ensure that the weakest and most obviously at-risk patients receive more care, because these patients face the greatest risk of dying. So the hospital is working under a risk-averse manner to try and prevent death. The hospital has used the concept of original position to best ensure that justice and equality prevail, and the weakest parties are successfully cared for. For Rawls, this is a more just outcome than could have been reached had the doctors based decisions on ability to pay, or which patients have the most powerful connections in this miniature society. Rawls's work has been described as the most important moral philosophy since the end of World War II. A more detailed examination of his ideas can be found in the McCat analysis.